Welcome back to the WCS Korea Challenger League, the Code A of Korea.
Loving today's games, great matches that we've seen so far. Fantasy earlier on able to win his best of 3, and now Trap advanced over Sniper in best of 3 in number 2 of the day.
They're putting more and more info on these little cards now. It's like the round 3 will be the round 2 winner versus Effort versus Hack, which will then play against True. Now you have like basically a bracket down there.
Yep. Trap versus Curious is going to be the next game, and we said already that Trap was doing very well in his Code A qualifier bracket against Zergs. Now he defeated another Zerg player in the first round of Code A, and he's up against the strong Startail Zerg player in the second round. So this trend is just continuing for him.
Yeah. Here's some stats about these two players. Noblesse 19 and 19. Oftentimes looks like a chipmunk in the booth, and Golden on the other hand. Player has been around several different teams, including foreign teams, now finds himself at home in Startail. You can see his record on televised matches in the GSL is not as high as he would like it to be, but he wants to change that today. He's got a tough opponent, though. Yeah,
Noblesse is a very strong opponent to face, and he is an opponent with a lot of potential that we've seen every now and then in the up and downs, in the GSTL, but someone who still has to prove a lot in the long run.
Yeah, very, very true. Man, this is a sad situation we have here because only one of these players is going to be able to advance. The other one may not even be with us next season.
Yeah, it's actually something that I personally find a little bit sad because I expect great things from both of them in the future. Maybe a little bit more of Noblesse than from Golden. I have to say that I really, really like Golden and his style, but I feel that Noblesse is the player that has more potential in his play.
Yeah, very true. I'm really curious to see how the series is going to play out.
We saw an amazing Terran versus Zerg already today in the first best of 3, and now we're heading into another one. Red City is once again map number 1.
This is going to be hopefully just as epic as the first 2 best of 3s that we casted already were.
We've been spoiled to death.
They were amazing. It's hard to believe this is not even the Premier League for Korea.
Yeah, this is only the first round of Code A. That's all that is, the WCS Challenger League, and round 1 at that. So, well, Noblesse versus Golden, the game is going to start soon. Both of them are just setting up the gear. You could see that Noblesse was having a little bit of trouble here. The admin helped him out, so now all the sound issues or whatever have been resolved. The Terran player is ready to start his match against Golden. They are in the game, and we are jumping in to observe what they are going to show us in game number 1 in the GSL Code A with Colin Wolf. The MVP Terran player starts to the bottom right of the map, 18 years old. He is
MVP Noblesse,
the Chipmunk Terran.
Noblesse. And we'll find out if this player, the top right, will be his Golden Acorn. He is
Startail Golden.
Golden, 1 year, the junior of Noblesse. He's 18 years old, experienced player, staying abroad for quite some time.
Yeah, very good at English. Very fun guy.
Yep. Very cool guy, and is also one of those players that had to go through the Code A qualifier to end up in the first round of Code A. And he has been facing quite a lot of decent opponents there. One of the toughest opponents that he had to face was in the finals when he took out Ganzi with 2-0. Very aggressive. He really likes baneling timing. It's something that we've seen him use in the GSTL, that we've seen him use in the Code A qualifier against Ganzi in the finals. So a player that always tries to be aggressive, and if you give him an opportunity, he will definitely take it and go in. So I'm interested to see if Noblesse is trying to counter this with counter-aggression, or if he's trying to play a very safe and stable style, and it's actually going to be an early gas for the Terran player.
Yeah. And, Noblesse really made a name for himself back in the open seasons under a different ID for a brief period of time. He changed it in the middle. Used to be Cute Foyu. Was on the team Foyu back in the day. And then he kind of disappeared for a while. And the biggest splash he's made since then was his performance in the up and down matches where he played like a god. Eventually did not end up getting out of the tiebreaker. So
the third tiebreaker, I think it was.
Yeah.
Did we have 3 or 2?
3, I think it was.
I can't even remember, but it was a very, very long day.
Certainly was, but it was a fun day of matches. Noblesse played like a champ, but he didn't get into Code S.
Yep.
And now he's here with us. And we'll see if he can try it again. He gets a good scout here, very lucky one. We'll now go into the main base and sees his opponent has also taken gas. making his Reapers a little bit more able to stick around.
Yep, the Reaper now, of course, needs to... Oh, he's committing to a second Reaper already.
That's interesting to me that he commits to the second Reaper. He knows the Queen's going to be a little bit delayed because it's gas before pool, but he's already scouted a lot. And this is going to, of course, force probably some extractors to be made and maybe a spine crawler or two and then canceled to save some drones.
Let's see how much he can do with those Reapers, because speed is going to start very soon, and what Golden has to do now is just make sure that not too many drones die, build a few extractors, cancel them later. Loses one actually, and missed surround here with those drones, even misses to put them back onto the mineral lines. That is a bit shaky here at the beginning.
Yeah. Golden, though, will, as soon as he gets those Queens out, be able to thwart this Reaper harassment. He doesn't even make an extractor. Oh, well, it ends up being the wrong choice.
Yeah, that could have been better. One Reaper achieved a lot here. Killing a lot of mining time. Several times Golden was trying to surround it and then made a mistake putting those drones back onto the mineral patches. Missed the extractor. Now the Queen is out with an inject right away. But this is, of course, a scenario where Golden is like, I'm not too happy about how this started.
Yeah, lost a few lings, lost his drones there. Definitely could have microed a little bit better against that. Lost some mining time as well with how he was defending with his drones. So, oh, he's even going to lose one more if he doesn't extractor that. There he goes. That was smart. But the second one, our Korean PC is having some problems at the worst possible moment here.
Game paused.
Well, that drone is
not
going to die.
Gonna make it.
Yeah, sorry, drone. KRGSL sealed your fate for sure. I don't even think he could have made it even if there wasn't lag, though. There's not enough space for him to make a spine crawler there.
Yeah. Nah, I pity the drone, I have to say.
Yeah.
You know, in this scenario, the drone already is like, okay, well, I'm dead, I know that, and now suddenly there's a pause and the drone's like, oh my god, just get it over with.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it's very much dead. He has right-clicked on the ground even, so it's very sure that the Reapers will just kill it. There's no queue up for building.
Golden is ready, the game has been resumed, and the Korean observer is also now in a better spot. One Reaper escapes, the drone, of course, has died. Sad but true.
Sad but true. Hashtag sad but true.
And we have now the expansion, of course, following up. What does a Terran player try to do if he commits to more than one Reaper? He wants to pressure the Zerg, put the aggression onto the Zerg, force him to play a bit more defensive than he would like to, and micro it up behind this. Getting another expansion. We have already the second base up for Noblesse, but he's going into the third orbital as you would expect.
Yep. And he has Hellions as a follow-up to just continue to be aggressive. We've seen this already by Fantasy. He's hiding the Hellions a little bit, though. He wants to send them out a little bit later and try to surprise his opponent with them. Fantasy was very successful with this, was able to get in and kill drones. I don't think Noblesse will be so lucky, though, especially not on this map.
Stim has immediately been started, so this could very well be an aggression with Stim and Hellions. We've seen this in Wings of Liberty. It falls a bit apart if your opponent goes for a Baneling Nest, which Golden is really fond of. But that's going to be really interesting to see what Noblesse is going to do with this. He's really going to try to hit this timing. It could be devastating for his opponent. But there are not too many Marines just yet, so the Stim doesn't really help him too much. He's adding additional barracks right now, but of course with the timing here, he won't have enough fire units to really use that Stim well.
And we're going to see this Reaper Hellion move out with 2 Widow Mines, it looks like, that we've seen quite a few times in the GSL, and Codes quite often especially, where you just move out, you have your Reaper to add some extra buffer in there, you've got the Widow Mines that really threaten your opponent directly, and he's actually going before the Widow Mines are ready, but they'll follow up and catch up as he starts to kind of trade and micro here.
One of the things that we did not talk about just yet is the speed upgrade for the Overlord that just completed. This is of course to give him the scouting information that he needs, and the Overlord is already on its way in the main base. And this is a huge amount of gas that Golden dedicates to scouting. He knows that the Hellions are coming and he has to react. He's building Lings and he gets additional Queens to block, but the Overlord reveals everything in the main base. And this is a very different style that we now see from Golden compared to his performance in the GSTL and the Challenger League qualifier.
Yeah. You know, he didn't bring those Widow Mines at all, but the attack that we saw here was kind of... It didn't have a lot of oomph to it. He just kind of killed some larvae and damaged the hatchery. He did not actually try to commit to an attack or delay the creep, which makes his attack kind of, you know, only a scout. He sees the third base, that's all he gets out of this, but he doesn't lose any of his Hellions, so it's kind of win-lose in some ways. Didn't really do any damage, but doesn't lose his Hellions. They're going to be useful later on.
We have 1-1 coming up and the Baneling Nest Wolf. With the Baneling Nest, he can then go into the speed upgrade for his Banelings. This is going to be one of those timings again.
Well, he's definitely going to be able to defend against the attack that's coming out here with Stim pretty easily with the Banelings as well.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be the timing, to be honest with you. But still, it's like, it's something that Golden has shown us so often that I kind of expect that he is, in his mind, now really toying with the idea of using it.
Oh, the depot is down. He's running in. There's one down depot, and he needs to lift it. No lift. Too late.
No lift.
And no lift in the main. No lift in the main!
He's in the main base again, this is... Well, he's losing so many harvesters right now. Of course, the mining time alone is already devastating, but just look at this. This is not good, not at all.
He's trying to make this attack work meanwhile, and he will get the hatchery. Banelings not being morphed. He's actually starting a ton of lings behind this because all of his lings are here.
The lings are all down here, and they do so much damage. Even if the third tier dies, he already did a lot. Takes down the hive.
Will kill the SCVs! Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Oh!
That may be game ending, that one Widowmine shot.
57 supply against 94. Golden with the aggression, he runs in. Noblesse is not prepared, doesn't lift the supply depots. Yes, the base is down to the top center, but still, this is like 12 harvesters. The only reason why Noblesse is still sticking in this game is because he has 3 orbitals and has the mules.
I thought you were just going to say because Golden hasn't killed him yet, because at this point he could actually walk across the map with all those Banelings he made defensively and turn them into aggressive Banelings. He didn't even make them yet, only 8.
Yeah.
You can walk across with them and go for an attack. The Widowmines are still here though. In fact, he has 8 of them, so that's going to be pretty critical in the defense. He also has the Hellion, so he has to wait for Baneling speed. And he looks like he's just going to transition. He doesn't even have to kill Noblesse.
25 harvesters killed. Now he can go into a Mutalisk play right now. He knows that he is so far ahead in this game that he can do whatever he wants. But as long as he isn't really like condescending or anything.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird attack.
But look at what he has now. +2/+2 coming up, where we still don't have the armory. And even when the armory is there is no way that we have Noblesse committing to the upgrades. He needs Medivacs. Look at how damaged his army is. All those units already use Stim. He has only 2 Medivacs. He can't get all those things that he needs.
Yeah, very true. The third command center is his only backbone right now. Noblesse is sitting on it, trying to get his SCV count back up. In fact, he's not making any SCVs at all right now because he's supply blocked. He's really falling apart a little bit here.
That's such a nice play against those Widowmines. Triggers both of them. The
no
third
medivacs,
base,
by the way.
The third base is something that he has to deal with. Only the 2 of them. You're completely right. 2 medivacs is all that he has. He can't really build a lot of them. He doesn't have the resources.
Yeah, and I mean, you can just see it's evident in his marine hit points. Oh my god.
But one thing is also true. They are both on roughly even supply, and Noblesse has 50 more army supply since he's so far down in harvesters.
Yeah, and he just needs, Golden just needs to buy more time. If he can buy a little bit more time.
Guys, the army supply is 35 for Golden and 75 for Noblesse now.
Good Baneling hits there, then he runs away, buys some more time.
Golden needs to survive. If he survives with his economy, there's no way for Noblesse to catch up. But he needs to make sure that he doesn't take too much damage.
Yeah, he's losing those queens, for example. And the Widowmines here are so critical. If he gets good shots off on a pure Ling Baneling army, that's the only thing he's defending with here, then it's going to be great for him. He has the Spire, mind you, but he's not using it just yet.
Noblesse is now going into the SCV production again, 3 at a time, relying on those mules. The dropship heading towards the main base, but still this much aggression at the third.
That was a dead mule.
Yeah. There we go. There's the drop. The queens are trying to take care of it.
Does get that Widowmine at the front. That's really, really important. The queen's targeting well here, but he needs to get the Widowmine.
Look at all the minerals that Golden has now. He's lacking harvesters. He's lacking lava, exactly. He has more than enough harvesters, but lava, that's the one thing that he really needs. He's down to 1, even though he has 4 hatches now. The injects are not there where they should be. He needs more.
And Calor, those 2 Widowmines are still active in the main base. There's nothing to detect them.
That could really turn the tides in favor of Noblesse again.
Noblesse is really stabilizing. He even takes the big step to get +2. Oh, the Widowmines in the main base. I hope Legend shows them because they're about to do some killing. Oh, they just did.
Yeah, there we have them. They already kicked a few
One more.
Yeah.
It's too late. All right.
could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
But the amount of Harvesters killed is nearly, well, the gap is closed. The thing is, though, that Noblesse is still hurting a little bit. He is behind in upgrades. We have +2/+2 done for Golden, and Golden is now moving in. His tech is much better than his opponents, but Noblesse is not nearly as far behind as he was earlier.
And now he can just come in and ignore the Marines. There's way too many mutas. The upgrade's a big problem here. Another drop in the main, though, is giving Golden some trouble here.
I'm a bit surprised that a drop was able to sneak into the main base without being detected earlier. There are so many overseers. He just didn't see them on the minimap. The dropships, that is.
Now this is going to finally be cleaned up. He will be able to get both medevacs. Oh, no, he actually didn't use that boost yet, so one maybe will escape. It's going to be hard. He's going to fly over a bunch of queens. Uh-oh.
2 of the Marines are down, but that's not a good investment for Golden. But
he
still.
also got the Widow Mine.
Yeah. He's ahead in supply still, and of course the upgrades are really great for him. He should think about getting a 4th base at some point and taking into IFL. But he is really in a position where he has to deal with his opponent's army first. Well done with the Widow Mine. Great job isolating this one Zergling as bait.
And there's just so many Marines here, but they don't have medevacs to support them because all the medevacs were lost in drops, so the mutas can actually just fight and clean them up.
+2 attack is now done for Noblesse, so he's catching up in upgrades. We have another few units walking over to the 3rd base, trying to put pressure on Golden's economy. And still the Terran player far behind in the harvest account.
That queen gets out in time, but now it's going to fight. Noblesse is just starting to get further and further behind here because he can't control the map like he was when he had the dominant army. Golden had that time to rebuild an army, and now he's defended all the drops. He's killed a lot of the Widow Mines. 2-2 about to finish for Noblesse, though.
Yeah, and here we go. Once again, moving in. Golden tries to force this army back.
Excellent Widow Mine shot on all those mutas.
Look at how damaged they already are with nice target firing. He could take out even more. There are more and more Widow Mines just spurring right now, but the Banelings take care of it.
Yeah, and there's more Lings streaming across the map. They're going to get up here into the main base. If any of these Widow Mines could burrow, it would be excellent, but he doesn't.
Oh, the Mutalisks are just able to get out of there in time.
And now we could see more Widow Mines killing SCVs, and we do.
The SCV count is just plummeting down. He's already down to 25. Nice, even Contaminate being used here to make sure that not more Marines join the fight and deal damage against the Mutalisks.
Yep, and just here comes the next wave of Lings. Once it arrives, Noblesse will have to type out here.
Down to 23 Harvesters. Noblesse is in trouble. The Zerglings are here. Can he take down the wall? Can he kill the last remaining depot here?
Well, he's having some trouble with that, but once the mutas or the rest of these Banelings arrive, it's not going to be any issue for Gold. He has to cancel one, but the rest of the Banelings are going to roll up here and finish the job. Here they come.
The Marines are trying, and they try hard, but this is just not a fight that he can win. 56 supply against 112. Golden is going to take this game.
Absolutely so. The SCVs are just waiting, praying to their families or something like that, but...
Oh, the Baneling just sitting there, but it's not even worth it anymore. GG. And game over. Golden takes it. And once again, it's something that I'm really surprised at, that Terran players do not hotkey their important wall depots.
Yeah, I mean, that was what ended the game for him.
Yeah, it's so much faster to just press 2 hotkeys when you see a run by on the minimap than to actually jump to the location, select the supply depots and lift them. And he lost the game because he did not have those depots in position. He didn't have them raised, so suddenly the Zerglings were in the main base in the natural. And with a simple hotkey of his supply depots, he could maybe have avoided this disaster.
Yeah, Golden having a shaky start against those Reapers, struggling a little bit, but at the end of the day, Noblesse, he had those depots down, and everything he did after that was kind of, I mean, it was a nice try. He knew the tools he had, he knew he had the better army, he knew he had to bully his opponent, but he just did not have enough. He was too far behind.
You know, Noblesse had such a great start into the game. I mean, taking down those 2 drones, taking down all this mining time, it was so well done. But then this one problem occurs and suddenly he falls apart. Well, we're heading into the second game now. Belgium Vestige is the map for our second game between Golden and Noblesse. Terran player is behind. The Startail Zerg player took the lead after game number 1. So let's see what Noblesse can do here on Belgium Vestige. The map is live. We are here at the WCS Challenger League Korea. This is Terran versus Zerg with Noblesse up against Golden. Brought to you by Kaldon Wolf.